I'm Rhonda Bassad from the West Island blog. I connect you with what's happening on the West Island all day, every day. This day is particularly exciting for this girl. John Belvedere, Mayor of Point Clare, has had some very interesting things happening in his city. John, do you want to tell us about it, or do you want me to start?
Well, you can start and I'll continue after. Go ahead.
Okay, so we have these you'll see these around the Point Clare village, close to near where the convent is, at the windmill section. We're in that section right now. And they are archaeological digs in an effort to see what's in the ground. Correct me when I stumble.
Well, exactly. So what's happening is that we're going to be redoing the streets at St. George Shane and St. Anne's. And because it's St. George Shane, St. Anne's and the Mers is part of the Point Clare Point, and it's a protected area. It's been protected by the government. So in order, before we can do any excavation, we do have to do archaeology digs and to see what, to unveil the history that was here prior to us.
Okay, the very, very, very interesting thing that is happening here is there has actually been findings. We've had, you explained to me there's several churches that were located here prior to what we see here today.
So from what we've been told, there's been 2 or 3 churches here. They did find some remnants of a foundation to a past building. There was actually a cemetery here, which everybody's well aware of, and back of the church. And they have found parts of human remains that have been here for many, many years.
So the skeleton, pieces of skeleton.
Pieces of skeleton, and so they've been the professionals have been excavating it. They've been documenting it all. They've been taking pictures, and what they're doing is trying to trace the history, and being able to find different pieces of a ceramic or of glass or of human remains. They'll be able to put dates on stuff. And
okay.
Once again, they'll be charting history.
It's fantastic. So now I am under the impression you found an entire coffin with a body.
We did, well, no, we did. They did, and obviously they unearthed it, and they did very little damage to it, and then they just buried it back up out of respect for the.
So that stays there. So nobody fear that if there is a remains here that was buried here, that is staying. So what you have found is ceramic bowls, ceramic pots, chips of ceramic that we can. That they're going to be able to assign dates to.
Absolutely, and they found stones to foundations. So by finding the foundations, you'll be able to map out maybe the actual layout of what was here and where it was placed and the size of it, going back many, many years ago.
How does this make? I'm completely enthralled by history, and I wish I could remember more than I remember, to be honest. Like, there's so many beautiful things that we can learn about our ancestries. And what do you hope to find as a city by doing this?
Well, we already have. We know a lot of the history. We have a great association that helps us, or the Patrimoine of Point Clare. But look, you never know what you're going to find. You never know what we think we know a lot of it, but guess what? Everything's a surprise. So it's just going to be interesting. It's going to be something that we'll be able to talk about for a long, long time.
And so we're doing these little holes and we're finding different things. What's the future after they've finished finding or doing the research? What happens next? Is this so that we can repair the roads, or what's going on?
So we can repair the roads, but after this is the first step. Then there'll be a second step. So right now they're going to analyze the findings, and then they're going to decide, okay, some places it was very, very interesting. We want to open up a bigger hole and get into more detail. So that will be the second phase. And then all this stuff I found out today it all belongs to the provincial government. So we don't even get access. We'll be able to see it and stuff, but we'll go down to the provincial government, will take care of it, and they'll store it. And like I said again, history will be...
Can we put a museum, or not allowed?
I can't even tell you that. I can't answer that question right now.
All right, so we're at the very preliminary stages, and you can find in the Point Clare village, you'll be seeing behind, it's more south of the village.
It's south of the village, so it's down on St. George Shane, St. Anne's. It's down on the point where the convent is and where St. George Shane Church is, and Margaret Bourgeois School.
So you'll see these kinds of containers, like they've contained these sites. So that's what you're looking at when you see that. So it's a fun walk. Check it out. These guys are here during the day. They finish work at 4, so they will not be digging past 4. And anything else you want to tell me?
Well, they've spent 3 weeks already. They're almost on the final stage of the first phase. They have one more hole to open up. And then after that, they'll decide then they have to, like I said, examine all the findings, and then they'll come back. It will probably be only next year because the winter is coming. So it'll only probably be next year, and then they'll come back and they'll analyze it even farther. Okay, thanks for coming out today. Thanks for letting us in on this beautiful secret. And guess what? We'll be posting stuff on our website and in our info letter to everybody because it's interesting for everybody. For everybody. So yeah,
it's really
history
beautiful.
being made.
Thank you.
Take care. Thank you.